But if there's someone that you're working with,
Sure.
whether it's an elite executive or someone who's suicidal,
Hmm.
and they're trying to make a point,
Hmm.
in your mind, that's not what they need to be thinking about. It's actually hurting them or blocking them from creating what they want.
Sure.
How do you play the game of validating their point when you know it's hurting them,
Hmm.
or it's a false belief around something, or it's not the truth that's going to support them and setting them free emotionally, psychologically? How do you play that game and then empower them to think a different way?
Okay. So as I'm playing that game, I'm just asking at this level, it's just kind of mindful awareness that I'm projecting here. And as I'm listening, I am hearing the emotion. I am starting to make connections in my head. I am looking for what is the kernel of truth in what this person is saying? Where is this coming from? What is the feeling behind this? What function does this behavior serve? With suicidality, it's often relief from pain. All right. If they had a way to relieve pain, they would take it. And this is the only option they see.
Hmm.
Okay. I don't agree with that. But importantly, validation does not require agreement. I'm a vegetarian, but I could validate why somebody would choose to eat meat. That doesn't mean I agree with them. I just see the validity in their argument. And I can focus on that instead of the part that I disagree with.
Hmm.
And importantly, if I focus on that first, the conversation around perhaps changing their opinion is much more likely to be
So
successful.
validate their point first.
Validate the valid, yeah.
And then if you're trying to influence or persuade to seeing something differently, how do you move them in that direction?
That's when I pivot to more like behavioral stuff. Okay. So that would be, we have all sorts of reinforcement, shaping that we do to try and kind of nudge the person in the other direction. But the interesting thing is, the person will just be more receptive to you. Uh, you're curious, they absorb that curiosity.